here. Yeah, shut up. Okay, 3. Number 3. Let's. Oh, you bastard. See, that is the problem when you hunt. With a bunch of people out here because one person fires their gun, and if it's close enough to what you're supposed to be shooting, they're gone. Just like this one. Oh, I missed his ass. Yep, he's gone. We're done. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I hate when it does that. I gotta smoke some fucking weed or calm down. Never thought I'd be saying that again. At my age. I might not be able to get that because it was running from somebody. And if it was their targeted critter, I lucked out. Maybe it was mine, and they spooked it with their gunshot from up there. Like Porky over here running away from me. I think I got him. I'll drive over and find his ass out. Unless somebody else got him. I did. That was a pretty good shot for me. Oh, I plan on having a couple cocktails tonight, but probably with the medicine, and it probably wouldn't be a good idea for me to do too much of a mixing. What's up, by the way, boss? How are you? First time chat, welcome in. See, and the cool thing with this chat is that somebody else cannot harvest your kills if you drop them, and vice versa. So, because I'll tell you right now, there'd be firefights up the wazoo out here over that shit. Would it be funny? Oh, hell yeah, it would. You know, you get the kills, then you gotta run your ass off to harvest them before somebody else nails them. And you know how many people would be in here waiting in the weeds for you to drop something and then scoop it, snatch it, and take off. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, and then here's a funny one. One of my buddies actually called me this morning, texted me, says, "Hey, you up?" And I said, "Yeah, give me a minute or two. I'm doing a couple things." So I call him back. He's like, "Hey, Me and the missus wanted to know if you wanted to come over tonight and hang out. I think the guys, we can get a poker game going and the ladies can sit there and watch TV. And I know what our poker games are like. And I haven't been to one in a while because I know what happens. My buddies are a bunch of assholes, and myself included. I'm usually the ringleader. And if there's alcohol, cards, and gambling, there's always an argument. And I'm like, no, I think we're just going to stay home. Oh, don't be an old fuddy-duddy. And he's older than me. Here's the best part. He's older than me. And I'm like, ain't that the pot calling the kettle black, bitch? It's like, it'll be fun. You haven't been out of the house. I know, blah, 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 and this and that. It'll be good. I'm like, no. We always wind up in an argument, or the bets start going fucking off the fucking charts, and then everybody's bitching. I said, no, I don't want to. I'm just going to stay home. So he's whining about it and giving shit. So he turns around and calls my other buddy, who's at work today, and he starts giving me shit. What's the matter? You don't want to be around your buddies? And I'm like, what are you talking about? So-and-so just called and says you refuse to come out. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. So, yeah, the other one, he works nights. So he's probably still sleeping. So he hasn't hit me up yet. And then I don't know if they got a hold of Ricky yet. And it's not the Ricky in here. It's this guy I know is Ricky. Let's see if there's any other critter walking along the path here that shouldn't be walking along. So yeah. So those are the kind of cronies I get to fucking deal with. Douchebags. And it's not like they live close. Excellent, Danny. Excellent. You know what? It's an adjustment after working so many years like that, having to be required to work holidays or split shift the holidays. We used to do that a lot. And we had guys who were either childrenless for Christmas, or empty nesters, and they would really step up for the guys with the newborns or the young kids and stuff. So, due to the situation I was in, I was young enough, and then my son was born 89. So I was, yeah. I thought I was going to get the short end of the stick, but some of the old timers, I used to call them, which is me now, would kind of stop up and say, hey, you know what? I'll tell you what. I'll cover the morning half of the shift if you want to come in so I can be at home for the dinner. This way you can be there for the presents and stuff. And sold. And we would do that. And it was kind of a tradition in the department. Help out where we could. Granted, we had some fucking tools in there that, I got seniority. Fuck that. I ain't working on the holiday. I don't give a shit. You got to earn your right to have the days off. Okay, thanks, jackass. You get that with everything. So it is what it is. So I feel for you. I'm glad you. Uh-oh. Give me a second. I have to take this call. This is my Princess Fiona checking in on my ugly ass, I'll bet you. Yes, Dove. What's up? What's in the bowl, bitch? What's for lunch? Okay. You're disrupting my daytime stream and my uh, constituents. Oh, shut up! Don't get your head in a. Don't get your head in a thing. Were they asking for you, honey? If they asked for you, I would wrap you up and deliver you. What? Wasn't that? No, Shreky's delivery service. I thought I was being nice by offering that. No? Okay. What's your schedule like today, babe? Oh yeah. They're telling me one of them, Whiskey goes, "You're not muted if you want to." I said, "No, I don't give a shit. I got nothing to hide. I'm an open book. We don't give a shit no more." We're like, "Yeah, whatever." Danny says, "We love Princess Fiona. See, you are remembered." Here, hang on. Say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay. She's at work. She's pulling almost a full shift. They're gonna try getting out of there early. And I appreciate it, Whiskey. I do. Um, so we'll see. You know, sick people got to be looked at. So doctor's got to be there. She's got to be there. Right, Tim? Oh, I'm sure. If it's anything of what I got, I'm sure they're trying to get in to see the doctor. What do you think I had, dumbass? Right. Well, you got to remember the day before. Remember, my stomach was janky. I was cramping. I didn't feel like eating, and I was tired. And then all of a sudden, it went south on me and turned. I'll let you go. Be careful. I'll let you go. I'll let you go. I love and miss you, my bride, my one and true princess. For now. I am so not closing my eyes around you in the near future. I'm going to make sure you fall asleep before I do from now on. Oh, did he doze off? Good. Whack! You smart ass. So, all right, babeski. I love you. Keep in touch with me. We'll figure out what we want to do and stuff for tonight. I'm not a big fan of home run in pizza. I think it really is a shitty pizza. I'm sorry. I grew up that way. I thought they sucked when I was growing up. I still think they suck. It's not the good pizza. It's not. It's the shit pizza. All right, I'll let you go. Goodbye. Bye. I am so sorry, chat, but I take her call whenever she calls. It's either important or stupid. Either way, I love hearing her voice. It keeps me going. I am a lost soul without that woman. Guaranteed. And I don't mean that because of the motorcycle club either. Hey, what the hell? We run out of animals? Just gotta wait them out. I should jump on radio, see who's in. But you know, these guys like doing these frickin' heists, and I told them, and I've said it, when you guys go on your heists, you really don't tell us where and when and how you're doing it. And then all of a sudden, they'll jump on the radio and go, "Hey, we need help." Oh, okay, I'm up here, you're down here. What do you want me to do? So, and I get they got to kind of be secretive, but sometimes that secretive can get your ass in a world of shit. Oh, I see something. Yes, I do. Where'd he go? You bastard. He went behind. I got to run all the way. Look at me, Chad. I got to run. That's scary. Let's see if I don't fall and break my neck or something. You know what? Why am I running? Why am I running? I have gas. I have 4 wheels. Why am I running? I can let you guys know that Big Dog, Gus, DT said we are going to have some fun streams tonight. He is planning it. Coming in at some point tonight to. No, that ain't the. Maybe this is just one I missed earlier. Might have been one I missed earlier. Unless this was just this one. It really looked further, didn't it, guys? Or is it just my old ass going, no. It was close. You're just old, and your eyesight's gone. And the fucking old bastard took off. So he did imply that he wanted to do some serious RP and fun stuff. So, I don't know if it's gonna be tonight. You never know with him. You know how his mind goes. There'll be times where he hints around at it and it doesn't happen, or he doesn't hint around and he just shocks the shit out of everyone. And I gotta be very careful with my ass. If you guys do not remember how season 1 ended, and if you do, you know what I'm talking about. Technically, we were all supposed to not remember. However, we all remember each other, so this old arse is on the fucking chopping block, Jack. I'm the one that put the bullet in him. And that was so well played out. So well. The what screwed everything up, and I shouldn't say screwed it up, what changed the RP outcome of that scene was Paka showing up to Jeb's office outside and getting us because we were still hung up coming down. And if you remember, there was a whole issue with timing of everything. If it would have worked the way it would have, we would have been out and gone with Pedro's body. I didn't tell anybody except one person, and you know what? I didn't even tell Gus. What I was going to do is take the body with me. I was going to go to Legion Park and show everybody that Pedro was dead and blah, 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 and then take whatever got coming to me at that point. If Paca showed up or anybody else that was in cahoots with Pedro. We had a bunch of glitches earlier on in that stream and that RP, and we just had to adapt and overcome it, which I think everybody performed exceptionally well under the circumstances with having to rush stuff. So it was really epic. It was so much fun. I felt so proud and, how do I put it, accomplished that I was considered to play a big part in that. You know, from DT handing me his gun to take the shot against Pedro because he couldn't do it. That is his brother, you know, or half brother, step brother, whatever it is. To giving me the honor of it, and that kind of gave me a foot up into the stream and RP and citywide stuff. And I thought I did pretty well with it. And then the best part was Jebediah not knowing he was going to get whacked. And that's when Gordo turned to me and says, put a bullet in him. And I just turned without even thinking, and I shot Jebediah. You know, and it was like, it was just an epic moment for everything to kind of closure of the Smile season 1. And I was so grateful to be part of it. So now with Pedro making a return, how much is he going to remember? Yeah, I know. I didn't mean, you know, sorry, Dan. You know, I was following orders. No, you got to remember, though, me and him had always said throughout season 1, we had a dance me and him were going to do. And that was kind of our shtick, you know, our thing. I respected him. He respected me as the OG kind of mindset. And I never would trust him, and I was always against any dealing with him. And I would always get lippy back with him and not take his bullshit. And it worked so well with the Pedro character and the Shrekky character that way. That it was kind of inevitable that at some point they were going to have to butt heads. And it worked out tremendously well at the end of the season to do that. So for me, I will hold that as one of my more finer moments of being, how do I put it, being accepted by DT, Pedro / Gus to kind of be handed the torch to carry on with RP, that I was valuable enough. And that to me, I'm always going to hold dear. You know, you always try striving to be good at something. You don't want to embarrass yourself or others or ruin somebody else's plans and stuff. And I've had my fair share of fuck-ups, just like everybody else. So, nervous? Fuck yeah, I was nervous as all hell with that shit. So, there you go, whiskey. What time is it? It's 12 o'clock somewhere. You're good. All right. You know what? The numbers have dwindled off here. Let's go see what we took in. I don't think I've reached the max. It hasn't said yet. So pull this in and then see what's going on. See, I hear shit, and then you want to shoot shit. See, it's not letting me get those. So I don't know if I met the quota for the. There might be a quota set for the day on those. Because I noticed it with the deer as well. If you got up to a certain amount of deer, you could shoot them, but you couldn't harvest them. So there might be like a quota. So which is fine. we'll go harvest this. And what I do want to do is while I'm up that way, obviously I'm going to get some gas. See if hen house is open, restock. And I want to definitely put some of this money in the bank because I do not want to get rolled out on the street and have somebody clean my cash out. And there's some real shitbirds in here lately, I'm going to tell you. The other night, for you, some of you that weren't here or didn't see it, I was in my little slam rod, my little hot rod truck. And I come whipping through an intersection. I was hauling ass. I'll be the first to admit. With my seatbelt on. And collided, whatever. Got thrown out of the car. If this is me laying in the street, I mobile docked. I called mobile dock. Turned my head and say that was my view. Not this first hill. This little second hill back here. That's where my truck was that I got flown out of. That close. I'm laying in the street. Mobile dock comes up. I see him. And at the same time, I see this guy running down the sidewalk. Mobile dock stops, does his boom, boom, boom. Blink of an eye, poof, gone. He's gone. Now I'm laying there and I'm healing. This guy looked right at me, broke into my truck, cleaned the shit out of the truck, and then just ran right on by and then disappeared. To me, that is cringy as fuck to do something like that. Does it happen? Yes. Should it happen? Fuck no. And if I find this fucker, I guarantee you, I will take a 24-hour ban for the shit I'm going to do to him. Guaranteed. He got me for a spare toolkit, an extra gun, my clips, some food, some materials. It's all material thing. I get it. It's just the way he did it. There was no interaction. He just seized the opportunity while somebody was down on their luck. I didn't have my cut on, so he didn't see that I was a club member. Would that have changed his mind? Maybe. But why should it? If he's willing to do that, he's willing to do that to anyone. And those are the people we don't want in here. That's an advantage. That's a shitter. That's an advantage taker of a situation to better yourself at the expense of others. That's not fair, in my eyes. Some people see it differently. Well, you know, it is a criminal life. It is GTA. Yeah, I get it, and you're right. It is. However, I also see things as human. I'm trying to be very cordial in my words so I don't get blicked. Human. I won't say it. I'm trying not to. I really am. There's a word I want to say and I can't say it. We'll just stick with the human side of things. What? And if you can't be that, what type of a person are you in real life? I get it. It's a video game. I would have doubts about that shit. In season 1, I robbed somebody of all their shit because I didn't know you weren't supposed to do that. And I'm telling you, I mean everything. And when I said something, I said, yeah, I got this, this, and this. And I think it might have been Henry. And Henry's like, wait a minute, you took all that from him? I'm like, yeah, you said rob him. He goes, yeah. He goes, and I didn't know. He goes, no, when we rob them, he goes, it's like we'll take their gun and their ammo. He goes, we leave food, money. He goes, that tools you took, he's got to be a mechanic somewhere. Those are his livelihood. I felt like shit. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how. So I gave him the Tommy, and he got him back to the guy. We kind of knew who the fight was that we were in with. So, and I never did that again. No, it wasn't up in Toledo. This happened. I was literally hauling ass back to the clubhouse the other night, in my little slam rod. I was half a block south of Legion Park, half a block between Legion Park and Strawberry Gas. I got clipped, flew out of the intersection. I was right there by the highway in the street, and I watched that fucker come down. He had on kind of like lightish gray or like midway gray pants, a dark blue shirt, darker than this, with very light blue writing on it, almost like G Baby's hair color. On the back, some kind of decal, and like reddish brown hair. And just casually broke in, took everything out, and just do do do. I was a couple ticks away from getting up. When I got up, I literally was. I thought about running after him, but I got in my slam rod. I fired it up, and I went around, and he had poofed gone. So either he's seen it happen, or he had a vehicle on the other side, and he was maybe garbage canning it, dumpster diving, and seen an opportunity. And lock picks, you know, and to me that's just cringy. That's just shitty as fuck. So for his sake, he better change his character look, because if I find that fucker at any time soon, I am gonna fucking turn his world inside and out.